Hi everyone, we just summited Mount Elbrus on the 11th of July, and in this video, we're going to share exactly what gear and clothing you need, plus some hard-earned lessons to save you money, space, and stress. One important thing to keep in mind, Mount Elbrus weather changes fast. At the base, it can feel like 30 Celsius, but near the summit, it can plunge to negative 30 Celsius, especially with wind chill. So let's get into the essentials. Let's start with layering, because it's your foundation for staying warm and dry. This is my wife's base layer system, and she brought two types. The first is a medium weight base layer, perfect for acclimatization hikes and hanging around base camp. This top is from REI and has odor control technology, which helps when you're re-wearing layers multiple times. When it comes to base layers, go with merino wool or synthetic fabrics. Avoid cotton, it traps moisture and will chill you fast. For bottoms, she really liked the fit of Patagonia. Every brand fits differently, and after trying a few, Patagonia turned out to be the most comfortable, especially because the waistband was soft and not restrictive. That matters. You'll be hiking for hours, sometimes at a slow, grinding pace, and you need the comfortable layer. Her second set was a thicker, warmer thermal base layer saved only for summit day. It's better to keep your summit layers clean and dry, so they stay warm when it matters most. This summit top is the Arc'teryx Women's Thermal Base Layer. Super warm, super soft, and she had already tested it during our Mount Aconcagua summit push, so she trusted it. Same for the bottoms, she wore Arc'teryx thermal pants with a comfortable natural waistline, not tight or stiff. For Mount Elbrus, since it's a shorter climb, just 6 to 7 days, you don't need more than 2 base layer sets. One for hiking and base camp, and one reserved for summit day. Now, let's move on to mid-layers, which are critical for regulating your body temperature in changing conditions. The first one is a lightweight fleece mid-layer. It's thin, breathable, and ideal for warm weather hiking when you're sweating, but still need a layer to protect against wind or sudden chill. You'll use this during acclimatization hikes, or even at base camp when the sun disappears behind the clouds. The second one is much more important. This is the mid-layer she wore for high-altitude glacier hikes and summit day. It's the Arc'teryx Atom LT jacket, a lightly insulated synthetic mid-layer with a helmet-compatible hood. This model has insulation across the chest and torso to keep your core warm, while the sides and underarms are made with stretchy, breathable fabric, which improves comfort and mobility, especially when you're wearing a harness or backpack. This kind of hybrid design makes it easier to move while still holding in heat where you need it most. She also used this same jacket during our Mount Aconcagua summit push, so it's tried and tested at altitude. For longer expeditions like Aconcagua, she packed one extra thicker fleece mid-layer. But for Mount Elbrus, a light fleece plus one insulated mid-layer like the Atom jacket was more than enough. Next up, the soft shell jacket. This piece is perfect for blocking wind while staying light and comfortable. It's one of our favorite jackets, and it's from a brand called 66 Degree North, made in Iceland. We actually discovered it while traveling there, and we've been hooked ever since. This soft shell is ideal for acclimatization hikes or glacier walks when the temperature fluctuates, but you still need some wind protection. It's 100% windproof, weather-resistant, and helmet-compatible. It has an easy bottom-up zipper, adjustable sides, and 2 different sleeve cuff styles, which help fine-tune the fit depending on your gloves. What sets it apart from other soft shells like REI, Arc'teryx, or Mountain Hardwear is the material. It's soft and comfortable. This is her go-to for those early morning acclimatization hikes when it's a bit chilly at the start, but the day will heat up fast. Instead of layering a fleece or insulated mid-layer over a t-shirt, she simply wears this soft shell on top. It keeps her warm at the start. Then when it gets hot and sweaty, she takes it off and switches to a sun-protective long-sleeve shirt. We chose one that's 1 to 2 sizes bigger, so it fits comfortably over base layers, or even a light mid-layer if needed. Next is the hardshell jacket. This is her outermost layer for Mount Elbrus. This one is from Arc'teryx, and again, she chose it because Arc'teryx fits her more comfortably than other brands. The hardshell is designed to be your final barrier against wind, snow, and wet weather. Unlike soft shells or mid-layers, this jacket is fully weatherproof, but not very breathable. That's why one important feature to look for in a hardshell is ventilation, and this one has underarm zippers to let hot air escape during intense climbs. Your hardshell must fit comfortably over your base layer, mid-layer, and soft shell jacket without feeling tight or bulky. Now let's talk about the Summit Down jacket, the most critical layer for staying warm during your Elbrus Summit push. You'll want a jacket that's rated at least 800 to 900 downfill to ensure it provides enough warmth at high altitude and freezing temps. Your Summit Down jacket doesn't have to be fully waterproof because you'll wear your hardshell on top of it if the weather turns bad. What really matters here is insulation, fit, and helmet compatibility. My wife actually brought 2 jackets to compare before deciding which to wear on summit day. The right one is from Rab, called the Women's Neutrino Pro Jacket. It's windproof and has a moderate water resistance rating, about 3 out of 5. Durability is also around 3 out of 5. Weight is mid-range, not ultralight, but not heavy either. My wife chose this jacket because of how it fits her body, and she liked the outer material. The left jacket is also from Rab the Women's Mythic Ultra Jacket. This one is ultra lightweight, has a sleek, sporty fit, and comes in a cool color. But there's a trade-off. The outer fabric is very thin. If you fall, or your ice axe or crampons accidentally scrape against it, it could tear easily. Both jackets are helmet compatible and have 2-way zippers, which makes it easier to ventilate or adjust when wearing a harness. Also, the Mythic Ultra has a slightly more feminine fit with a narrower waistline, which looks great and feels tailored. Both of these jackets are lighter than the expedition-grade down jacket we rented and wore for Mount Aconcagua. So in the end, my wife chose the Neutrino Pro for its fit, warmth, and reliability, even if it's a little heavier. Now let's talk about pants, which are just as important for staying comfortable on Mount Elbrus. My wife brought 2 pairs of pants and 1 pair of shorts. The shorts were only for city walks or casual wear after the acclimatization hikes. It is from Arc'teryx, and it has an adjustable waistband, which is great because at high altitude, your body can swell slightly. Next, her go-to for the first 2-3 days of acclimatization, a pair of thin Arc'teryx hiking pants. She tried other brands before, but Arc'teryx fits Asian petite sizes well, with balanced proportions between the hip, knee, and inseam. A lot of European brands tend to run long in the leg, which can be uncomfortable. Also, she prefers pants over shorts during hikes, especially in wooded areas, to avoid mosquitoes and ticks. This lightweight pants are perfect for warmer weather, breathable, and easy to move in. The left pants is a thicker, weather-resistant Arc'teryx pant, one she's had since 2017, and is worn for 9 years on big mountains. This pants is stretchable, comfortable, and have a built-in waist adjuster, which helps as you add or remove layers. One nice feature, they have small hooks at the bottom hem that attach to your shoelaces, acting almost like built-in gaiters. This keeps snow, wind, and small rocks out of your boots during glacier travel or snowy hikes. She wore this pair for high-altitude acclimatization hikes when we were crossing glacier fields or wet terrain, since they're water-resistant and block out wind. Let's talk about t-shirts, which are small items but make a big difference in both comfort and layering strategy. My wife brought 3 different types of t-shirts from Mount Elbrus, and each one had its own purpose. The first one is a pink top from Lululemon. This one is good moisture wicking and has a tight, athletic fit. She wore this on hot weather days or during city walks before and after the climb. It's also a great choice for layering on warmer hikes. When she didn't want to wear a long-sleeve base layer, she used this shirt directly under her mid-layer. The second t-shirt is a loose-fitting base layer from REI. It's great for comfort and breathability at lower elevations, but because of the looser fit, she avoided using it as a base layer during acclimatization hikes, where a tighter fit helps manage sweat more effectively and avoids chafing under layers. The third one is her favorite, a merino wool-fitted t-shirt. This one is good for high-altitude acclimatization hikes because it's soft, form-fitting, odor-resistant, and regulates temperature well. She kept this one clean and reserved it for the longer, tougher hikes at higher elevations. Let's move on to puffy pants, also known as insulated overpants, an essential for cold, stormy days or summit pushes. These are meant to go on top of your base layer and sometimes even over your soft shell, depending on the conditions. The first one on the left is a heavier-duty puffy pant from Mountain Hardwear. This one is designed for mountaineering and features a full-length side zipper on both legs. That means you can put it on or take it off without removing your boots, even if you're already wearing crampons. It's ideal for summit day, when you might start in lighter layers and need to add insulation mid-climb if the temperature drops or a storm rolls in. My wife used these pants on Mount Aconcagua and Mount Rainier, both climbs where conditions changed rapidly. She started in regular pants, then layered these puffy pants on when things got colder or windier. The second pair, the green one, is a new addition, bought for Mount Elbrus. It's a lighter weight puffy pant, but still filled with 800 fill-down insulation. It's also boot compatible, with zippers that go partway up the leg, so it's easier to get over mountaineering boots, though not quite as versatile as the full zip version. The pro is that it's lighter, more compact, and more comfortable for continuous wear. The con is, you can't take it off easily mid-hike, so for this pant, you'd need to decide to wear it from the beginning of the climb, especially on summit day or cold descents. Now, let's talk about Puffy Jacket, a key insulation layer that adds flexibility to your layering system on Mount Elbrus. This one is from Mountain Hardwear, an ultralight, packable down jacket that's good for a range of uses in cold but dry conditions. She wore this jacket as an outer layer on glacier walks or dry, chilly days, where there wasn't much wind or precipitation. It's also helmet compatible, which is great for high-altitude use. You can also wear it as a mid-layer right under your expedition-grade summit jacket, adding warmth without bulk. Because it's so light and compressible, it packs easily into your backpack and becomes your go-to when temperatures drop unexpectedly. Let's talk about outer hardshell pants, which are essential for wind, snow, and rain protection during a mountain climb. She brought 2 types of hardshell pants, each with its own strengths. The first one is a lightweight, unlined Arc'teryx hardshell pant. It's incredibly versatile because it works well with any layering system and fits over different types of base layers, mid layers, or even puffy pants. It has full-length side zippers, meaning you can put it on without removing your boots, even in the middle of a storm. That's critical for summit day or any glacier hike when weather changes quickly. We always recommend getting these 1 or 2 sizes bigger, since you never know how many layers you'll need underneath. Don't worry about the size because they come with an adjustable waistband and tightening cords at the ankles to keep the fit secure. She used these pants on Mount Rainier, Mount Baker, and Mount Aconcagua, but she didn't use them on Mount Kilimanjaro since the weather was dry the whole time. The second pair is from Outdoor Research, and she brought it for Mount Elbrus. These are more like layered ski pants, but still count as technical hardshells. They're not as thick as traditional ski pants, but they offer excellent weather protection, including wind, rain, and snow resistance. They also have expandable ankle gussets with snap buttons, which make it easier to fit over both single and double mountaineering boots. And again, the adjustable waistband allows you to fine-tune the fit even if you're wearing base layers and puffy pants underneath. As always, we size up by 1 or 2 to make sure there's room for layering, especially on summit day. This one has pockets comparing with the other one, which is useful when you need to store your energy chews or cameras. Here's a quick look at how all the layers come together. Now let's talk about footwear for our expedition. First and foremost, bring camp shoes. You'll need something comfortable and easy to slip on for walking to the toilet, kitchen, or around base camp. Crocs are also a great option, light, breathable, and easy to clean. Next up, approach shoes. These are great for acclimatization hikes and any walking before you reach the base camp. They're lightweight, fast-drying, and provide solid grip perfect for trails that may have mud, rock, or shallow snow. Once you reach base camp, though, it's time to switch to your mountaineering boots. These boots are warm, relatively lightweight, and comfortable for long glacier walks compared to some heavier models. And don't forget, bring multiple pairs of hiking socks, including at least 1 fresh, dry pair specifically for summit day. We recommend merino wool socks for warmth, breathability, and odor resistance. To wrap up our clothing system, let's take a look at gloves. First, we have liner gloves. These are thin, flexible, and great for acclimatization hikes or camp activities when it's chilly but not extreme. Second, soft shell gloves. For use when mittens are too warm and liner gloves are not warm enough. Leather palm construction is always ideal for the sake of durability. Next, and most important, are your expedition mittens. These are designed for extremely cold days, especially summit day. It's essential that your mittens are easy to put on and take off, even when you're tired or wearing multiple layers. When it comes to headwear, Mount Elbrus is no different from other high-altitude climbs. During the day, you'll need solid sun protection. We brought sunshade hats designed to protect both the face and the back of the neck. These are especially helpful on exposed trails and glacier fields where the sun reflects off the snow. Next, you'll want a non-cotton wool or synthetic beanie, something that covers both your head and ears comfortably. This mesh should have good breathability, moisture wicking and dispersing abilities, and quick drying properties. Make sure it fits under your helmet if you're wearing one. And finally, Buffs, these are a must-have. The UV buff is one of important pieces of gear you can bring. It works as a neck gaiter, headband, sun shield, wind blocker, and even a face mask when the wind kicks up or temperatures drop. That wraps up our Mount Elbrus clothing guide. We hope this video helps you pack smarter, stay warm, and enjoy every step of your climb. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up, drop your questions in the comments, and subscribe to follow the rest of our Elbrus series. Our next video is all about Mount Elbrus gears and personal items where we show what it's needed to climb 5,642 meters step by step.